Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch the Book of Boba Fett season 1, episode 5. Before beginning, I want to say it again. I'm not an hardcore fan of Star Wars. I'm a regular fan of Star Wars. I watch the movies, not 100 times, you know, so I don't remember everything about everything. I'm saying it in each intro. That's a fair warning that I'm making each time to tell you that I think that it's important also to have the opinion, you know, of a regular fan and not just to hardcore fans. Yes, sometimes I have some issues with this show, with the atmosphere of it that I don't understand, I don't get, but for me they finally found it with the last episode, the episode 4, when before that they had some issues to find a certain DNA really to define their show. Now I think that they found it. I appreciate the story, I appreciate this universe, I appreciate these characters, I want to discover more about it, but you know, I'm mad right now and I can't hide it. Your comments, hardcore fans of the Star Wars universe, some of you, I'm not putting all of you into that box, you know, some of you, your comments, I'm deleting them now. Like, at the beginning I was keeping, you know, the ones of you who were not saying nice stuff to me, but at least you were saying it in a polite way, but I had a lot of comments which were not into a polite way and that I deleted just like that because I'm not gonna allow people to insult me into the comments of my channel. The last ones that I received for the last episode, now we are at the episode 5. Are you gonna continue to come watching my videos knowing that I'm not an hardcore fan, knowing that maybe I'm gonna make some mistake, knowing that I'm not gonna adore everything just because of the fact that it's Star Wars? I'm not gonna be like, oh, everything is perfect. No, I have an opinion and I can watch something, you know, even if I love the franchise, I can see also when they are making mistakes and all of that, and I say also when they are making good stuff. Like, I talked also about the good pictures that they made during several scenes. I talked also about a lot of good musics that they had. I talked also about several things which were great. But apparently that's not enough. I should adore it entirely without making any real opinion on it, you know. I should lie about it, I should be hypocrite about it. Like, I know that some people are like that, like, I'm not gonna comment about the work of other reactors and all of that. Like, some people that are just there making their videos to tell good opinions about stuff. That's their ways of doing stuff, you know. They are fans and maybe they are blind, you know, about some defaults that their shows can have, or just they don't want to say it because they want also to please the fans who are watching these shows with them. It's not my case, it's never gonna be my case. But the fact that these hardcore fans on the comments, they are continuing to come knowing who I am, knowing how I'm functioning, knowing that I'm not an hardcore fan, and they are continuing to come and to comment so many bad stuff, like, they are the same persons each time. You have to be really bored into your fucking life to just have that to do. Again, I know that I'm mad only at a few people and they are not representing people who are coming on my channel, who are watching also my reaction videos to Boba Fett, but I wanted to talk about it during this intro and to be honest with you, to tell you that I'm mad because of the fact that at some point, you know, it's gonna get on my nerves, and like right there, I'm sitting to watch a new episode and I'm already anticipating the bad comments that I'm gonna have, that I'm gonna be forced to delete, and it's that bad, at least it can become that bad that at some point, maybe, you know, I'm gonna finish this season because I want to finish it, I want to watch it no matter what, and I want to watch it with you guys also. You know that when I'm beginning a season, I'm always finishing it, and after that I'm deciding if I'm watching the next season or not. I think that if it's continuing to be like that, I'm not gonna react to the season 2, and also, you know, I didn't plan to react to all of the shows, you know, of the Star Wars franchise that they are preparing. I was really interested to react to the one about Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was really interested by that, I was really excited by that. Even more, you know, than the Book of Boba Fett, but still Boba Fett, I thought that it was such an interesting character that we could have a lot of things into this show, so that's why I wanted to try it also, I mean to react to it. These comments, they are getting so much on my nerves that at the end of this season 1, I don't know if I'm gonna react to the season 2, and I don't know if I'm gonna react to the show about Obi-Wan Kenobi, because I don't want to have the same comments on it. It's getting on my nerves, really. And I don't want to lie to you, I don't want to sit right there and to just watch the show, begin it, you know, this episode, without talking about it. It's not gonna impact my way to react to things and to think about this show, my opinion on it. I'm not gonna hide my emotions when I'm glad, you know, that things are happening on screen, but also when I think that things are made in a wrong way. I'm not gonna hide it, I'm not gonna lie about it, but just the fact that I know that after that I'm gonna have that kind of comments to deal with, to delete, to take, you know, if it's not what I want. I'm making reaction videos because I love that, because I love to share my reactions and thoughts with you guys and to talk about it on the comments and all. But right there, for the Book of Boba Fett, I have half of the pleasure, you know, of making reaction videos, which is out because of these comments. I have to be honest with you with that. When I'm filming, you know, and when I'm reacting to it and when I'm thinking about this show, it's not impacting me. But before that, you know, and thinking of the show, of watching the show, I'm like, what it's gonna be, you know, how it's gonna be received. And I don't want to think about that. It's not how I'm making my videos. Again, if you want someone who is totally blind, you know, an hardcore fan, a blind reactor, a lying reactor, someone like that, you're at the wrong place, okay? I took a lot of time to say that, and I'm really sorry because I know that a lot of you are not like that. The majority of you are not like that, but I had to say it because I don't want to lie. And it's even more frustrating for me because I really appreciated the episode 4, and I really thought that during the episode 4 they finally found what they were missing before that, a real DNA, you know, a real mood for their show. And I think that it's because of two things. The fact that the last episode was about such an important thing, you know, for the story with Fennec and Boba Fett meeting, you know, we discovered how it happened, the two of them working together, doing that big thing together, like we finally saw it, discovered it, and all of the scenes were on the same mood. They didn't change the mood, the way of filming it, the music, the atmosphere also coming with it. For the episodes before that, really, they were changing the mood, the intention behind the camera in each scene. The episode 1, it was a synopsis, the episode 2, it was a flashback, the episode 3, it was a mix of a lot of things. Finally, the episode 4, they found how to write an episode, how to do it, really to be into a continuity. And it's really weird, you know, that I had to wait for the episode 4 for the writers to find a way to mix flashbacks and the main story, to mix also things about the characters, to print a mood into their show, and to have a continuity between the scenes. But yes, it happened during the episode 4, they made it right, so I really, really hope that this episode 5 is gonna continue on that direction, that really that's it, they found their stuff, they found also a way to work with these characters and maybe also to work together for making that show. I'm thinking about the writers, I'm thinking about the filmmakers, I'm thinking about all of these persons, you know, working on a new show. I really hope that that's it, they found it, the way to work together and to do their show with the episode 4 and that I'm gonna continue to do it with this episode 5. That's my wish. See, I'm less mad. When I'm talking about this show, when I'm reacting to this show, I'm not mad because I appreciate it. I see a lot of things to talk about. I'm into a good mood when I'm talking and reacting about this show, but when I'm thinking about reacting to it, posting my videos and all, it's putting me into a bad mood because of these comments, because I have the impression that people don't understand me or really don't want to understand me, because when I'm explaining things into each intros, when I'm really also, you know, I care about that, so really each time I'm warning people because I don't want them to not understand me and to think that I'm selling, you know, a video of an hardcore fan of someone that I'm not. So each time I'm taking that time and all, and still I'm taking that on my face. It's I don't know what I can do in another way. And again, I'm not gonna lie and I'm not gonna hide my emotions, my feelings or my impressions about a show. I don't want to lie. So if the only thing that I can do to please people is to lie, I'm gonna stop making reaction videos about the Book of Boba Fett, and I'm not gonna make reaction videos about Obi-Wan Kenobi. And really, it's making me sad, you know. If I'm forced to do that, it's gonna make me really sad. Because I never thought that it would be like that, you know, on my channel, never. I never did that, and I never thought that one day I would just think of that, you know. Just to think about it, it's rough for me. It's really making me sad and mad. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro. Let's go for this episode. Like usually, remember that you have my Patreon on which you can support me. It's the best way to support me. Right now on YouTube, it's not even rough, you know. I said it in some videos, like it would be an insult to call that tips, you know. It would be an insult for tips to call what YouTube is giving to little reactors like me tips. That's why I created my Patreon, and that's why I'm making advantages, you know, for people coming on my Patreon. You can have this episode, this video earlier, one day earlier, with an extended all for reaction part. For now, for the Book of Boba Fett, it was always extended reaction part. And yes, it's the best way to support me, but don't worry, if you can't come on Patreon, you can still support me right now on YouTube by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, stuff like that. I'm not your mother, you're doing what you want. And please, again, if you don't appreciate my work, if you want an hardcore fan, if you want a blind fan, if you want a blind reactor, if you want a lying reaction of someone who is gonna fake her or his enthusiasm all along the video, go somewhere else. I don't need your view, I don't need your like, I don't need your comment, I don't need your subscription, and just shut the fuck up and leave the place. Okay, I can't tell it in another way, in a more clear way than that. I don't want to be mad like that. It's bad, it's really bad. It's just a few people, but they're really getting on my nerves. I'm sorry for the ones of you who are just nice with me and welcoming and, you know, just normal people, polite people. I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you, but I want to tell you what is happening, so also if I'm not reacting to the future season, you're gonna know why. It's cool for this episode. Don't worry, it's not gonna impact my reactions or my thoughts about this show, no matter what. One of you told me that I missed a clue during this final scene of the last episode. A musical clue, I think you said. Hello you! It was that, it was his scene maybe that we had at the end of the last episode that I didn't.
You look lost.
That's a good picture. The light. You're back to be a body hunter.
I see him right now. That doesn't even look like him.
Really? It's closed
I'm
though.
gonna give the rest of you the opportunity to walk out that door. They're not going where you are. Just tell me that they're so wrong.
I didn't know that they were gonna mix like that, the shows. It's logical when you think about it, about the period of time.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Clearly, he has more muscles than Boba Fett, but it's not because of that he's a real interesting and really cool main character. It's also because he knows how to fight and we can see it, and he has an attitude. In count. And in two parts. Something to say?
Your boss is dead.
Oh, I didn't know! You know that I'm not watching trailers, I'm not watching promotional pictures, I'm not searching for any clues. I didn't know that we would have your return for an entire episode.
I'd like my reward and the information you promised. Where's the closest access shaft to the substrata? If you won't give me the information, someone else will. I'd put that on ice if I were you.
Invisible signs or directions today? Music is good right there. It's getting higher and higher.
Tend to him. I didn't know if I would ever see you again. Thank you for saving me on the block. I am sorry for your sacrifice. There are 3 of us now. What weapon caused such a wound?
This. Are we gonna see your face at some point?
I am told it is the dark saber.
Yep. Do you know?
Stand is significant if it is won by creed in battle. It is said one warrior will defeat
It was a case.
the multitude will fall before it. It was forged over 1,000 years ago by the Mandalorian Tar.
You want to tell how you got it?
And Jedi.
I met Jedi.
And you have completed your quest.
Such a good one! Such good ones.
This is the way. This is the way.
This is the way.
We need a connection with Boba Fett at some point. He's gonna hire you? Muscles?
I defeated Moff Gideon.
Yes. Tarda.
Did you kill him? No. And he will be executed for his crimes by the New Republic Tribunal.
We shall see.
Don't believe in justice?
Songs of the Where did you come upon the best star?
It was the gift of a Jedi.
You can also pierce Beskar armor.
Ouf, je t'entends that.
Mandalorians at risk. Mandalorian steel is meant for armor, not weapons.
Then forge it into armor.
You want to destroy it in a way to transform it in something else? Can't you keep this too?
Bo-Katan decrees.
Bo-Katan is a cautionary tale. She once laid claim to rule Mandalore based purely on blood and the sword you now possess. They lost their way, and we lost our world.
What are you saying?
But our sect not being
She's
closer
gonna
on the moon of
become
Concordia, we
his
would
nemesis?
not survive the Great Purge. Those born of Mandalore strayed away from the path. Eventually, the Imperial interlopers destroyed all that we knew and loved.
That's also an impressive picture, and the music going with that.
Only those that walked the way escaped the curse. What shall I forge?
Something for a foundling.
Oui.
For a specific foundling.
Yo!
He's no longer in your care. He's with his own kind.
I want to see him. Make sure he's safe.
Now I'm not prepared for that.
Master the ways of the Force. Jedi must forego all attachment.
Loyalty and solidarity are the way.
You want him to be
What shall I forge to the foundling?
like you, Mandalorian and a Jedi? You want to forge something for Grogu? You want to see Grogu? Not into this episode, I'm not ready. I did not even know that it was gonna be an episode for the Mandalorian. Like, I'm not watching Boba Fett right now, I'm watching the Mandalorian.
Solus.
She's training you, and clearly you need that training, Mando.
Pure. You are fighting against the blade.
Not with it, at least.
Gets heavier with each move.
Solus. You are too weak to fight the Darksaber. It will
With.
you fight against it.
She's right.
Cannot con-
Maybe the Darksaber belongs in someone else's hands. It was forged by my ancestor, founder of House Islam. Now it belongs to me.
You want to have a combat with
And
him?
now I will win it from you.
Really? Another good one. No music. A western. The Mandalorian, it's really a western. Still no music. Music is coming. It's drums.
Brought this blade back to my clan, and now they will get yours!
It is done. Paz Vizsla, have you ever removed your helmet?
No,
Has it ever been removed by others?
never.
Din Djarin, have you ever removed your helmet?
Yes.
I have.
Then you are a Mandalorian no more.
Oh no.
How can I atone? Leave, apostate.
Ew!
According to Creed, one may only be redeemed in the living waters beneath the mines of Mandalore.
Okay, do that.
But the mines have all been destroyed.
This is the way.
Fine, you won't. you can't banish him, you know, like, no? It's him. Just that, you know, the fact that he has his own sim is... And can you see that this episode is filmed like an episode of The Mandalorian, and it's so different than the usual episodes of the Book of Boba Fett? It has a mood, it has a theme, it has something printed on it. Like, do the same actions, the same lines, but filmed by the guys who made the first episodes of the Book of Boba Fett. It's filmed in a total different way, it's done in a total different way with different pictures, music and all. And it's not as good as that.